There is something that I cannot seem to overcome. Something that is deep within me. It is something that is making my life harder than it should be, and is causing me unnecessary anxiety. Which is, I assume, to be overthinking. Yeah, I think it is overthinking. Now, what I have right now is I've got a virtual Insight week that is coming up, and I'm trying to prepare for that, but at the same time, I'm also thinking of the other things that I should be preparing for when the graduate schemes open up so that I can apply for those opportunities as well. But thinking about those and then thinking about the virtual Insight week makes me also think about my overall future. And then I think like, oh, um, it is really hard, it is really competitive. I wouldn't be able to do it, and then I would have to live a life that I truly didn't want to live, and I'll be so miserable and all of that. And this is something that I have been spiraling about since the morning. Why I can't make my life easier by just preparing for the Procter & Gamble Insight Week, then try to figure out which graduate schemes they have, and then prepare for those graduate schemes that are relevant to my course, and then just apply for those graduate schemes. Why can't I just do that? It is another option that I know that I have, but I just can't seem to commit myself. I don't know what I'm afraid of. I don't know what is in there deep in me that I can't seem to overcome. I'll try to find an answer. I'll try to think about it, and then I'll come back and see, reflect on what I've known so far. Or maybe I can be more compassionate to myself in a way that I acknowledge my worries, fears, and anxiety for the future. I acknowledge my worst what if scenarios, give them the space, and be kind to myself. Right? Now, how do I exactly do that? How do I exactly acknowledge my fears, worries, and anxieties for the future? And how do I be compassionate with myself? Maybe this is the way that I can discover, I can figure out what is there deep in me that I cannot seem to overcome, which is causing me not to commit to something and is making me go into 10 different directions. And then I am also convinced that I wouldn't be able to get it, and I'll have to live a life that I don't want to live. I have to say it out loud, even though it doesn't sound really nice, but that's how I feel at the moment. Self doubt, in a nutshell. Oh, I'll come back with an answer. Let me think about it. I think I have the answer about what is deep within me that is not letting me move forward in a way that is beneficial. And that is fear of failure, which is causing the paralysis, and perfectionism. Fear of failure, fear of the worst case scenario, fear that I've let myself to be overcome with without looking at the facts, without staying in the present, giving my thoughts a power that they should not have. And all that I need right now is the acknowledgement and the acceptance that I feel this way, and then moving forward with just one tiny step filled with compassion. So, the rule that I made for myself, I'm gonna follow that. In my body, not in my head. In my body, not in my head. And one tiny step one tiny, measurable step at a time. Do not give your thoughts any power. Acknowledge them, empathize with them even, but let them go. Your thoughts are not your reality.